Hey, I'm Scarlett.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're Genetically Unstable.
Today we have a lot of topics in store for you today, so hopefully you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any feedback, and we'll be happy to get back to you.
And enjoy the show.
Set, go. 3, 2, 1. Right about now. Let's have some fun. Genetically unstable. Jeff and Scarlett at the table. Genetically unstable. Yeah, we're genetically unstable.
Hey, welcome to episode 1. Today we are going to actually introduce ourselves, and then from there we're going to get into football, America's pastime sport, right? We're going to talk specifically about Joe Flacco and the Bengals. After that, we are going to hold our own draft. We are going to draft killers, so horror movie killers, and then we're going to talk about haunted houses. So
let's talk about ourselves a little bit. So, my name is Jeff, and I'm a real estate agent with Huff Realty. I am a father of one. We have a dog as well, and I also am a husband. My wife and I have been together for 15 years now. We've been married for just a little bit over 9 years.
Awesome. And I am Scarlett. I am actually Jeff's sister.
Mm-hmm.
As Jeff, I work, obviously. Blue collar. Well, I guess I'm in the white collar now. I'm married. I got my daughter. So life is busy. But Jeff and I figured, other than all the stuff that we have to do already on a daily basis, with them being a real estate agent and me being a manufacturing training specialist, we decided to hold this podcast because it's actually kind of a reprieve from the everyday life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so today Scarlett is a huge Bengals fan.
Hooray!
I'm a Patriots fan, but I kind of follow the Bengals just because we live in Southern Ohio, and I would really like for the Bengals to do great. So let's talk about, how do you feel about Joe Flacco getting traded to the Bengals?
Honestly, I tell you what, I'm actually excited for it. Flacco, so people always they're going to give him here lately. The whole thing has been about, he's done horrible with Cleveland. Well, he didn't have anybody to throw to in Cleveland.
Right.
And first off, it's Cleveland. Okay, we understand that's where quarterbacks either go to die or go to do nothing.
Yeah.
Right. They've had
Absolutely.
20 some odd quarterbacks, 25 quarterbacks, 26 quarterbacks in the last 25 years?
No, they've actually had more. I want to say, I think Dylan Gabriel is like their 41st, I want to say.
Are you for real?
Yeah. I saw a shirt the other day on Facebook where it was like somebody had like all of the list of all the quarterbacks that the Browns have had since, I want to say, 1999. Don't quote me on that date. But yeah, it was something like 41. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that is crazy. And then here soon it's going to be 42 because Shadar is going to start eventually.
Yeah, Shador Sanders is going to eventually. He's going to eventually take the reins, probably.
He is. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. So. But yeah, I know I'm super excited because he's got our weapons, and even though I know Jamar Chase, he's sick. Right, it's been reported. Mm-hmm. He's maybe for the game, which is, if he's sick because it's Jamar Chase. He wouldn't be out just because he has a little sniffle and cough. Right. But nonetheless, he still has Gesicki, he still has Higgins, he still has Oshugaj. All of our weapons, and then Chase Brown as well too.
Yeah.
So.
I personally, I don't think that Jamar Chase is going to miss Joe Flacco's first game. I think he's going to want to be a big part of it. I think this is going to be kind of like a historical game. Not really historical, but it's going to be a good game for Joe Flacco.
Yeah, it's going to be one of our statement games. We're back.
And what's funny to me is I've seen this all over Facebook too, and I love this, was just 2 weeks ago, With the Browns, Joe Flacco beat the Packers. And this week they get to play the Packers again. So this could be a possibly historical game.
Yeah, absolutely. Is the Packers? Do they have anybody out? Anybody worth mentioning? Or how they? Because I haven't really done research on this, so I need to know what we're going up against.
I don't think they really have anybody worth mentioning that's out.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I definitely think that it's gonna be a really good game. I think they play at 4:00 tomorrow.
Yep.
So Justin, who's my cousin, we're going to possibly go either over to his house or we're possibly going to go to his house or possibly go to a bar and grill to watch the game.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah,
nice,
it'll be a good game.
Nice. You know, me and Mom, we're just going to sit here and watch it.
There.
You know, probably have my beverage of choice with me. Because, it's football.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm super excited about having Flacco. I'm people are also voicing concerns about our O-line and protecting him.
Yep.
And I can understand that. But with that said, because I know he's a pocket passer, he also quick release and he knows where to get it and how to get it down there, right? I mean,
right.
And Jake Browning, I love him, he got us through some times in the past, right? Just right now he's not on top of it,
right.
So not saying that he's not good, because he's a good quarterback. He's smart. I think it's a different type of pressure now,
I mean, I think to make it to the NFL, you have to at least be a somewhat good quarterback. You don't just get drafted or picked up just because you're a warm body.
Yep.
I know people joke about that with like the Browns and here lately the Bengals because of Jake Browning, but you can't just be a warm body and actually play in the NFL.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. You have to have some level of talent. And that's getting into college as well. You have to have some level of talent.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Only like 7% of high school athletes actually go and play somewhat level of college.
Probably.
So.
I mean, if you think about it, obviously, you've got thousands of high schools, and then you've got hundreds of colleges, and then you've got 32 NFL teams.
Yeah.
So obviously, and then there's different leagues. There's like the Canadian Football League and the UFL and stuff. But
it is UFL. My bad.
Yeah. So I mean, there was the XFL, but I want to say they stopped. Yeah.
They merged with USFL, and they became the UFL.
Okay. So. But yeah. So like you obviously, as you get more and more into the football career, you have less and less options. So so that makes sense.
It's the best of the best of the best. So absolutely.
So Scarlett, on the way here today, I had about an hour drive to get to your house, and I was kind of thinking, it'd be kind of cool to have like a horror movie killer draft, to where like you and I kind of take turns choosing. Kind of like you know how to do fantasy football, kind of like how we do that, but with horror movies or horror movie killers. So, what are your thoughts on that? You want to do that?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay, cool. So, I figured since you are the older sibling, you can go first, and I'll take some notes that way we don't repeat anything. But what I figured we can probably do is we can do like a top 5. So you start, and then we'll do it. So you've never played fantasy football before, have you?
No, I have not. Last time I got offered a fantasy football league, the team was already picked for me and had J.J. McCarthy, So I don't want that one. I'm glad I didn't take it.
Yeah, no, he's not. So here's how we'll do it. So you can go first, but so in fantasy football, there's something called a snake draft, to where you draft first, I'll draft second, but then I will draft third and you draft fourth. So it kind of makes it a little bit more fair. Okay. All right. So go ahead. Who do you have first?
All right. So my first pick for horror killer. Now, I just want to make sure. So we're picking these teams, and it's going to be who do we think is going to beat who, right? Like if my team went against yours,
yes,
my team would slaughter yours. Right?
That's not going to happen, but yeah, right. That's the idea.
I'm going to pick my first one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, so Leatherface.
Yes, Leatherface. Okay. Oh my gosh! And you tell me that's why that dude did not die. You know how many movies have been out about him? So yeah, I'm pretty sure he will slaughter any one of yours.
Okay. All right. We'll see about that. So you mentioned how many movies Leatherface has had, right? He's had what, 2, 3 originals? There were remakes. I'm not counting the remakes. I'm talking about just the movies.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about just the movies here. So I'm going to take Jason Voorhees because he has had several Friday the 13th movies, and he has proven that he's unstoppable. Not only that, he also had Freddy versus Jason.
But he died. He lost in that.
Yeah, finally. I mean, the guy had to go around in people's dreams. But yeah, so I'm going to take Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
Okay. Now, here's going to be my second pick. And this is going to be kind of an unconventional, kind of unorthodox pick. So I'm going to pick Jason's mom. Because she helped control Jason. So she can basically tell Jason to do whatever the hell he wants.
Okay.
So that's going to be my pick.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to come in here now with my pick. And I'm sure you know who it's going to be. It's going to be the great Freddy.
Freddy, what's that?
Because he's already killed both of yours.
Okay.
And plus, like I said, the dude's in your dreams. He don't die. No matter how many times the kids try to kill him, he still comes back because he's based on fear.
I shouldn't have said anything about that. Okay.
So yeah, that's my second pick right
That
there.
was actually going to be my third pick. I'm not gonna lie. But go ahead. Who's your third pick? Then?
All right, my third pick coming in. I would have to say we're gonna go with Chucky.
Okay.
Chucky, yes.
So Charles Lee Ray.
Charles Lee Ray.
Okay.
Yes. Reason behind that is because he is a doll, and nobody suspects dolls.
Okay.
Right. Plus, he's small, and Jason's not very versatile when it comes to small.
Okay.
So he can get him. He can at least help my starters achieve what they need to.
Okay. So let me think about this for a second, because you already took one of my people. And whenever you said Chucky, my first thought was he's very small. He can get around. So for my third pick, man, I am going to choose Annabelle.
Oh,
Annabelle. Yeah. So she is also a doll, but she doesn't have to move around all over the place. She just was it telekinesis or whatever, like teleports. She teleports all over the place. So I'm going to choose Annabelle.
Okay. Fair.
And then for my fourth pick, let me think. For my fourth pick, I think I'm trying to think outside the box. Like I want something that isn't going to be expected.
Yeah.
Because I have something in mind that would be a good one, but again, I'm trying to think outside the box.
Yeah.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to choose Michael Myers.
Okay.
Because he lasted 40 years with killing. So, I mean, he obviously shows longevity. So,
All right.
That'll be it.
That's fair. That's good choices there. Good choices. So you had Michael Myers and you took Annabelle as well.
Yep.
Okay. So from there, some good ones, right? What I want to do as well too. Now this person, I know he only comes back every so often, but when he does come back, he reaps and he creeps, right?
Okay.
And he destroys. So I am going with Jeepers Creepers.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it every 23 years he comes back?
27.
27? Well, we're just going to say this is the 27th year.
Yeah. Well, what if it's not? Then you just left yourself handicapped.
Oh. Whatever.
Okay. So okay, I get that. Hopefully he comes back when you need him, I guess. Okay.
He'll be here.
All right. And who's your last?
All right, my last one. So, horror movie killer. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with Ghostface.
Ghostface.
Ghostface, yeah. He's got some good knife movements, right? He's good with his knife skills. So he can slice and dice.
Okay.
So
Now, here's going to be the problem with that. How many times has he gotten killed?
he just keeps getting reinvented, though.
Yeah, by other people.
Which is all right.
So-
That means I have unlimited people.
Okay.
Because, I mean, well, at least, we got, 5 billion people in the world?
7, I think.
7 billion now? Jeez, people, stop creating. Don't. Keep creating. I'm joking.
Yeah.
But, so
some
I got 7 billion people that can be Ghostface.
Okay.
That's how
Okay.
I'm seeing it. If not, at least enough in our family, because, we are genetically unstable,
Yeah.
so...
God only knows when one of our siblings to become Ghostface.
I love you, so
Okay, so this is an important one. So this is going to be my last one. You know what? As I was driving here, I should have been thinking about this kind of stuff, and I just thought it would be a good idea. I didn't actually put a whole lot of thought into who I wanted.
Yep.
So my last pick in our horror movie killer draft, Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant is going to be man, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Does this thing have one of those timer?
I have an idea. I don't know his name,
Uh-oh.
but
Say my
The-
name, say my name.
the fisherman, and I know what you did last summer.
Ah, okay. Now here's the thing.
Okay.
He's changed as well too, just like mine.
Yes.
So okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's kind of what my thought
There you
process was.
go.
It's kind of, if you think about it, I think it's kind of even. So like you picked Leatherface, I picked Jason, which I personally think that because Jason is supernatural.
Yeah.
I think that Jason would win that fight.
I don't know. All my Leatherface, all he has to do is just chop him up like he does best,
Mhm.
and then bury his pieces in separate places.
Yeah, I get that. But if you think
Now,
about
I
it,
know I wouldn't want Jason's face though as a mask, so he might leave that part alone.
Totally. But if you think about it, isn't Leatherface? He's not supernatural. He's just a person, right?
Yeah, he's a Sawyer man.
Yeah.
My wife's like, yeah, we're related to them. I'm like, ah.
Was that his last name, Sawyers?
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that.
They were Sawyers.
I will say, the Freddy versus Jason. I think you've got me beat there because Freddy can creep around in your dreams.
Yep.
So I think, or not, yeah, Freddy versus Jason's mom. And Jason's mom died in the very first one, so
Yeah.
she doesn't have a whole lot of
She
longevity.
just has the mental control.
Yeah,
Jason
exactly.
Drives him.
Chucky and Annabelle, I do think Annabelle wins because, again, I know Chucky is supernatural,
Yeah.
but Annabelle is well, I guess Chucky's a ghost too. But I think that one's going to be close.
Yeah.
I feel like Annabelle's got the telekinesis going.
Yeah.
So I think that could be a problem.
And here's the thing like this as well, too, with Annabelle. She does, like, Chucky actually physically goes to kill you. Annabelle doesn't. She does supernatural crap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she'll, like, have the bookcases fall on you.
Yeah.
And, or whatever.
Things
and, like,
when you
help,
least expect
or,
it.
putting stuff all over so it drives you crazy and you
Yeah.
fall out the window or whatever, you
Yeah.
know? So.
So, Michael Myers and Creeper. I think the Creeper wins that one just because he can fly.
Yeah.
And that right there is a huge bonus for him.
Yep.
And then Fisherman and Ghostface, that's going to be a tough one.
I know.
I genuinely no. So let's hear your argument for your people.
Okay. So with this, once again, Leatherface beats Jason because as I stated, you can cut him up, right?
Right.
I think I kind of already went over, as you were going through, but with Ghostface and Fisherman here, I like this. My Ghostface, he's young. Fisherman's old,
Okay.
right?
So
These are the
Ghostface can
young
run.
kids. Yeah, my guys can run. They have longevity. They're fit.
Mhm.
Fisherman is just a fisherman.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
There's one though that I didn't think about. So let me ask you real quick. Just looking at your list, and I'm going to tell you mine. Looking at your list, if you can change any of them, who would it be? Is there one that you would change?
oh, if I could change any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably swap Chucky out.
What would you change him for?
Oh, that's a quick question. What would I change him for?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking here through. Probably the Terrifier.
Okay. So you're saying like Art the Clown?
Yeah.
Okay. It's you said Chucky?
Yep.
I would probably change out the Fisherman. And again, after I said it, I kind of thought about this. So the other day I was watching a movie and I posted on Facebook. Do you remember what the movie was? I don't know if you commented on it or not, or if you saw it.
I don't know.
But it's the movie Idle Hands.
Oh, yeah.
So
About that. You did something about it. That's good.
the hand. I would change it for the hand. And here's why. Because, okay, so in the movie, if you've never seen the movie Idle Hands.
Idle Hands is a devil's playground.
Yep. And so the devil or something possesses a hand. And so they find that there's this older man that gets arrested and the spirit leaves the hand and his hand's like all shriveled up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then Anton's hand gets put in the microwave and then it gets caught on fire and everything and then jumps out. So the possessed hand can leave other people or leave good other people. So
yeah,
I think that one would be a good one too. I thought about it afterwards. I was like, man, I should have said that.
Hey, no, that's good. That's good.
Good deal.
That's
yeah.
good.
So let us know who you think would win. So again, we've got Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, the Chucky doll, the Creeper, and Ghostface. And that's Scarlett's team against my team.
We'll call them the Who Day team.
Against my team, that is Jason Voorhees, Jason's mom, the Annabelle doll, Michael Myers, and the Fisherman. And I'm not going to come up with a team name because I feel like my team speaks for itself.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So, all right. So last thing we can talk about today is let's talk about haunted houses. So you said you went to a haunted house last night, right?
Yes, I did.
Which one was it?
I went to the Cave in Lewisburg.
Where's Lewisburg at?
Indiana.
Okay.
Close to Indiana, something like that. I know when we went and drove because Jamie wanted something to eat afterwards, so I went to McDonald's and she kept on saying, "We're in Indiana," so.
What does that mean?
I don't know. She tried to say that we're further away from the house.
No. Okay, so just we need to stop and get something to eat now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and when your wife says she's hungry,
you get her food.
You get her food. Yes.
Yes.
But no. We went to the cave out there in Lewisburg. I mean, it's a good haunted house. It's about an hour long, honestly. Mm-hmm. That's not including the wait. I say we probably got there around 8:00 and we left at like 10:45 after it was all said and done. But they got a lot of good actors. Good, just the how it's set up. It's really good. And haunted house, like I was thinking when I was going through there. First off, I had it was Jamie, me, Missy, Hannah, and her boyfriend Jake. Right, and Hannah. She's all, this is haunted house, it's not that scary, except for when it became dark hallways, and then she looked at Jake and she's like, all right, this is a man's job, put you up front, and then we would
put
all,
you in the front.
Yeah,
I'm scared too.
Yeah, and then we would all be like, all right, link up, and we each grabbed our shirts, so... but that didn't help much once you got into, because you get through and there's a lot of dark places and you're walking through. What takes the longest is they have a maze in there.
Okay.
All right. And this maze, I mean, it's just like chain linked fences that's from the ceiling to the floor, and just you go around and you see other people walking, and it's like just chaos. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is you got the strobe lights going, and then hard rock, music playing and everything.
Can't think straight.
Can't think straight. And then there's actors in there that They direct you by standing in front of exits or whatnot and tell you to go another way. They purposely keep you in there forever, and then eventually they let you go through. Right? So that was my dog that she recorded.
Yeah, we'll edit that part out.
All right. So I mean, it was just it was good. I would say the one thing that I did not like was getting into the cave and getting out of the cave. Right. So once again, we are going into an actual cave. This isn't a cave inside of a warehouse. This is we're going down inside a cave. You can see the cuts of the cave and everything, and it's a walk. It is. Me coming up, I mean, I don't stop. I go slow. All right. But I mean, it's a steep incline coming up, and still a steep decline going down too. So, and it's wet and everything because it's in a cave, right? And there's even areas that it feels like you're walking on a lake. They have and I'm sure some water is probably a few inches thick or whatever or deep. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So
That sounds pretty sweet. I mean, I personally, I love horror movies, but I hate haunted houses. I've never been a huge fan of them. I think it stems back to a time when I was a kid. Just like I hate roller coasters for almost the exact same reason. When I was a kid, Mom took us to a haunted house or I think it was a haunted hayride is what it was. And like a guy got on, it was like a bus is what it was. It was like a haunted bus. I don't know what the name of it was, something like that. But the guy gets under the bus with like a chainsaw and scared the absolute shit out of me. And I was just like,
that was out there in Wilmington.
Was it? Okay, I couldn't, like the Haunted Hollow or whatever, maybe? Okay. Yeah, I just like whenever I was probably 7 or 8 years old, Mom's boyfriend Jason made me get on the Beast at Kings Island. Yeah. And I absolutely hated it and do not like roller coasters now to this day because of that. Like it's just so it's kind of like the same thing. It's like a PTSD kind of thing.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So yeah, good deal. So I feel like this was a pretty good first episode. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like it was as well too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Really good episode. And with that, I want to lead into about the haunted houses too out there. I like haunted houses. He may not. Mm-hmm. Right, but I do. So if you have suggestions of good haunted houses, I've been to quite a few. I've been to like the Haunted Bucci, obviously the Cave, Dent Schoolhouse. I've been to the Asylum. I think that's out in like Lexington, I think, or something like that. Okay. I've been to good haunted houses, but if there are any out there within our region, obviously we're Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. I'm willing to travel those areas. Please suggest them. Put them in the feedback. Let everybody know, right? Because good haunted houses, tis the season. They're fun.
Yeah. And actually, you mentioned the Dent Schoolhouse. I did get that one time, and it was an alright experience. But yeah.
So I like Dent Schoolhouse. That was the first one we went to this year. So James' niece has her birthday in September, and it's right around the time that Dent Schoolhouse opens up. Maybe like 5 minutes from here. So.
Together for her birthday. And if you know of any that are outside of Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, feel free to put those as well. We'll be happy to shout them out. Just because we're not just gonna have just people living in our area that are going to be out at all these haunted houses. There will be people possibly all over the United States, or maybe even all over the world. So feel free to submit your feedback with that as well. We'll be happy to shout them out.
Absolutely.
So good deal. Well, thank you for joining us today. Again, I am Jeff.
And I am Scarlett.
And we are Genetically Unstable. So have a good rest of your day. Hey guys, thank you for joining us for this episode of Genetically Unstable. If you liked what you heard, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel wherever you find your favorite podcast. And don't forget to email us. I put the email above me, so please feel free to like and subscribe and email us any feedback. Have a great rest of your day.
Now let's have some